Welcome back to Given Chances Farm, and today we are going to show you how to crochet a washcloth. So first, what you're going to need is any size needle, and now I'm going to show you how to do the slip knot one more time. So you go ahead and take it and basically twist it, make it kind of into an X. Then you want to bring it down and pull it through just like that. I'll show you again just to make sure you got it. So go like that, twist it, pull it through. See? Okay. Now we're going to do the chaining.
You want to tell them how many you chain to make the washcloth? Like this one right here has 22 in it.
Yeah. And we're both using the same needle, so I'm going to make 22 of them as well. So just in case you need to see how to chain it again, you wrap it around the needle and stick it in the little notch and then pull it through. And then pull it through and stick it just like that.
Here, you want to use mine? And you can show them. The next row.
It keeps slipping off. No, I'm good. Okay, 22, and mine's a little bit thicker because I'm using 2 different balls of yarn to make it thicker. So next what you want to do is you want to wrap it around and stick it in a notch. Then you want to take it into the next hole, so the one that does not have the yarn coming through it. You want to go like that and then wrap it around like that. So basically wrap, push in, pull through, and then wrap and pull through. And then you keep repeating that until you're finished with the row.
You're definitely a lot faster at this than I am.
Yeah. Well, I think I started crocheting before you. No?
No.
Guess I just done it a lot more.
You crocheted more.
Yeah.
But I started before you.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Okay. And don't forget, are you almost there at the end?
No, we're close.
Alright, keep going then. Just remember to tell them when you get to the end part.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
you gotta chain.
So now that I'm finished with my row, we have to chain one to make sure that we can turn our work around to do the next row. So basically, it's like when you're doing the chaining, you wrap it around, put it in a notch, and go like that. Then you can turn your work around and then and then continue doing the half double, which basically what the half double is you wrap it around, stick it in there, pull it through.
Wrap it around.
Yeah, wrap
And
it
then
around.
pull it through.
Pull it through, and then wrap it around again, and pull through all three of them. And there's many different types of stitching, like single, half double. What other ones?
There's multiples, but the majority of the ones that you use is
The half double.
half double and the single. Well, you started out learning the single, but now you do mostly the half doubles.
Yeah. And also, you can use 2 different yarns like I am, and just 1 yarn like my mom is. You can use many different colors of yarn and mix them up to make really cool items. So I'm just gonna finish up this second row. And then we'll get started on the third one. I'm having trouble. So now we're at the end of the row, and we're just gonna loop it around and stick it through to chain it. Then we're gonna finish up the row, the 4th row in a little bit, but this is what we're our goal is going to be a complete washcloth, like these 2 and this one. And the next row.
You can also make ones where you can fit over the hand like I did. So you just go like this with it. Or like this one right here, you could use more like for your face. So whatever size you prefer to make, depending on what you're going to use it for, is how many rows you would chain each of them together.
Yeah, because this part right here that we've already done, the chain, that's how long it's going to be. And each time you make a row, that's how high it's going to be, or wide that it's going to be.
And I prefer the cotton yarn for washcloths versus regular yarn like she's using. It's a lot softer.
I used cotton and regular yarn for this one.
So, and then this one right here that I made, it's got scrubby yarn and tied in together with a cotton yarn. So this can like scrub more of like your dead skin off of your body. So you almost done with that row?
Yeah, just a few more to go. Okay, I finished this row. Now we're going to chain and on to the next one. And also some of the bigger needles are better for making the washcloths because bigger needles like the L and the K and my J, they make a lot bigger holes than what the H needle does.
Yeah, they're a lot spaced, more spaced apart than what the H one does. So your rows may not be, see how these rows, they don't look like there's very many rows, even though there's 3 rows, but on hers, since she's doing 2 things of yarn,
it's a lot fatter.
Her rows are a lot wider, and then it do the same thing if you're using a bigger needle to crochet with, then the yarn will be bigger loops.
Especially if you use 2 colors with the bigger needles, they'll be much bigger.
Mm-hmm. You forgot to chain one.
No, I did.
Okay. Because if you don't chain an extra one at the end,
it'll be like this.
Then you won't have a uniform line going straight across. It'll end up just keep on getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and your washcloth will end up being like a kind of like a triangle or a different shape than a square.
And also, in one of the in the next crocheting video, we're going to teach you how to make circle shaped washcloths out of using the magic circle to make a washcloth. And that's a different way than, that's a different stitch than the half double is.
So while we're waiting for her, when she gets to the very end, what I usually do, I will take and put an edge going around the whole washcloth to make it a little more uniformed. Instead of, like, no, that one I did. But, I mean, you can leave them without the edge going around the whole thing again, but I just like it if you go back around it to make a nice pretty edge.
Here, show them mine. I didn't do that.
So see, she didn't do an edge on hers versus these two. They have an edge going around. So it gives more of a cleaner edge line than her thing. This is one of her first ones, so you can tell she kind of did a little, she didn't do the extra stitch on the end. She forgot to crochet, so her line's is kind of going at an angle.
Well, but also I wasn't very good at crocheting when I started.
Well, no one really is. So practice, it takes practice to get better.
Yeah. So basically the way I practiced is I did more and more projects, and that's how I got better. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified for any new upcoming videos. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.